I am so glad it is Wednesday. Even though I thought today was Tuesday, y'all. It's crazy. I thought today was Tuesday. My husband said, "You're not going to get ready for the live?" I said, "Today, swing down, today was Tuesday." I'm all wrong. But I got it done just in time so we can get it in. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Good, I know. I miss you too, Miss Pinto. I'll be in there next week. I'm coming in next Wednesday and Thursday. So I'll be there. Hey, Deandra. How are you? I always miss you, Miss Pinto. You know that. You've always been my fave. You too, Rebecca. You know I love you. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Yeah, this day is horrible. It was so bad. I thought I heard a leak in my roof. You know, houses, you always got the girl, I'd rather rent. But I thought I heard something leaking. It is leaking. It's like right in my door thing. Gotta get that fixed. Hey, Fatima. How are you? Y'all, I'm going to be sitting sideways today. I had a little technical difficulties, but I think if I brought my stool over here, yeah, I can stay like this. It's fine. And you got Tracy Allen is now live. They need to behave. Hey, Nye, daughter. What's up, y'all? I'm doing pretty good, Fatima. This weather ain't working with me too much. You know with this sickness, that thing be blowing up. Can't stand it. But I'm hanging in there today. You know, got my fireplace on. I'm feeling a little warm in here now. What's up, Nye? Yeah, y'all. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna do these little announcements. They tell me I have to do this pretty much, but I want to keep reminding you guys about the website www.livinginmytruth.com to go on if you would have like a subject you want to talk about, anything, or you want to come on the live. You know, you don't have to come here to my home. I can always add you on. I do know how to do that now. You know, so you and I will be on the live together, and you would see from what happened the last time, what everybody is saying, the questions and all that stuff, and so would I. So if anybody is interested, by all means, please just get right with me, you know, because if we all can do some sharing, you know what I mean, and something, it's whatever you want to talk about, you know. Everybody is not going to come on, and as a matter of fact, a lot of people are not even going to come on because some of them don't even have that, you know, gall yet to want to do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to listen also, you know, which is good. You know what I'm saying? If we got to keep it on and keep it on just the way it is, that's the way it's going to be, because I'm not going to stop, you know. And I am so grateful that it's helping people, you know, and people are feeling it, you know. It's all about just living in your truth. I'm living in mine, you know what I mean, with no shame to the game. I'm just not. You know, I wanna, you know, we got more days behind us, y'all, than we got in front of us, you know, so we might as well live it out right, because we all want to go in the gate. I know that's right. You know, you can get the t-shirts, y'all. I thought I'd show y'all some of the t-shirts, too. You can get the t-shirts, okay? Right now, we have them being made up in black and white and black. But if you want special colors, you know, you just have to let me know. If you want to purchase one, y'all, just tell me on here, and then after when I'm done and I critique everything, I can go through it and see. The t-shirts are $20. The cups are $15. Okay, so if anybody wants to purchase, please do, because you know I got plans, y'all, for us to have some live stuff, some real nice, you know, little events with this, you know. So I'm just trying to raise a little bit so I can do a little bit, you know. Y'all know when it comes to that decor, I got that. And putting together something, I got that. You know, what is this? Software update tonight. Now? No. Okay. Who is that? And if y'all do want to get one, you know, make sure y'all put your size on there for me as well, so I can let them know. Hey, Phyllis, how are you? And Norman, hey, Norman, what's up, Norm? How are you? Nellie, I know you're going to kill me because I didn't make it over. You know, it's always something get in the way. But I am coming, for sure. All right? Yeah, and then I was just telling them about the T-shirts and the cups. If y'all want to get one, I'd appreciate it if you do. And I'll ship them to you if I have to. The shipping will be included, you know, if I had to ship them to you. Otherwise, y'all know if it's down chest, I could just bring them, you know. But, and if you want to cash at, just cash at number 4, letter U, by Tracy. I should have had that on here some kind of way for y'all to see it, but y'all know I'm a rookie. I'll get it together. You know, I did say about coming on the couch. Any and everybody is welcome to come on this live. You know, if you're ready to talk. Hey, Francis, how are you? You know, if you're ready to share something, or if you want to send me something that need be shared, you know what I mean? Send it to me. You can put it in just like y'all do this thing. Nellie said, I just talked about your recovery steps and how you can still have an addiction no matter how long you've been sober. Oh, sweetheart, believe me, some people don't want to submit to certain things like that. Like some don't want to say that they're an addict. They don't want to say that they're a junkie, you know, or an alcoholic, but all's real, you are. You know, this disease is vicious, it's cunning, baffling, and powerful, and it'll have you going crazy the minute that you try to use or take yourself to using another drug of choice. It's ways, it's way you thinking and how it affects the body, but people don't have to believe in it. You know what I mean? It's to each his own. You know, for me, I know this thing is a beast. For me, I know I see it and watch it almost every day for years on what it does to people who have had 50 years, 45 years, 30 years. This thing will never go away. It's going to always be in you because it's you. You know what I mean? And the disease concept is so silent that it'll make you think that, you know, this shit never happened before. But, oh, it's real. It happens, you know. So I just say to anybody, you know, to stay aware and stay alive, you know, and always know that the beast is there. It only goes in remission. That's it. And I want to say, if there's anybody on here who's using, you know what I mean, or who's newcomers, welcome, 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 because I hadn't did that, and I should always do that. You know, I'm going to welcome you right on in, you know, and know that you are the most important person on this live tonight. So hang in there, stay in there. Let's learn something and get something, you know. So I wanted to make sure I said that, and I also wanted to talk about the holiday vibes, y'all. It's still holiday time, you know. It's coming up Christmas and coming up New Year's. Beastly. You follow what I'm saying? This is the times that call you. You know, disease will set us up. You know what I mean? To have that fun. Again, if it's certain places or people, places, and things, family members, I don't care where it's at or who it's with. If it's something that's like, you know, on the Buckwild side, don't go. You don't have to go. You know, and people don't have to understand why if you explain it. You know what I mean? Don't be shaming your game. Don't be shamed to let anybody know, look, I can't be around the alcohol. I can't be around the weed. I can't be around the drugs. You know, you're saving your life, and you are the most important person. Don't forget, it starts with you, and it's going to end with you. You know, a lot of us go down that way, you know. So if you clean, stay clean. You know, if you clean, stay clean. That's what I say, you know. Hey, Jack, what's up? Jack, I'm going to call you after this, too. Send me a heart if you heard what I said, Jackie. What did it say? Yes, somebody said anything can trigger you back into the life just as fast as you get sober. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can lose that in, let me see what that says. In just minutes. Absolutely. Disease is no different than the way we live in recovery, except that recovery, we have to stay alert and stay alive. Disease don't give a shit. We just do whatever it says do. We have no alertness. We have nothing to allow us to stay alive. Once disease get back in, we're dying again. You know, no matter when it starts. And like I said last week, you know, recovery, I mean, a day starts with a second, then a minute, then an hour, then a day, then a week, then a month, then a year. You follow what I'm saying? So it's like every minute of the day is important. Every minute of the day it has to be known in you. You know, it sounds like it's such a whole lot, and it sounds like it's kind of like crazy, but it is what it is, you know. And that disease is that vicious. It's cunning, baffling, and powerful. That's why I use those words all the time. And it's tricky. It is so tricky. It will have you feeling great. And like I said before, man, you could just be sitting down watching a damn movie, and all of a sudden something tell you to get up, just go get high. Hell with it. That's your sickness. That's that inner voice. Okay, that's that subconscious mind that's out to get you. You know what I mean? You have to be alert, you know, at all times. I don't mean walking around like a freaking robot. You know what I mean? Just self, you know, just knowing, you know, what you are dealing with basically for the rest of your life, you know. So yes, that is true. That's so true. I could speak on that. And again, you guys know, every time I come on, I have to say, you know, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. I don't have all the answers, but I am a grateful recovering addict who learned how to stay clean. You know, so what I offer here is my information and education on what I had and what I know about drug and alcohol addiction. You know, just walking the walk to be able to talk the talk. You know, y'all know me, I'll get right down dirty and grimy with it, you know, because I'm there. I don't have any shame to my game. You know what I'm saying? I can function around anybody, anywhere, any place, but I can't function around getting high. You know, I'm not even going to test it. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Don't even try to test it, okay? Being around your drug of choices and all of that. You know, the drinking, it was just as bad for me as the cocaine. So that's for me, though. But you have to surrender to where this thing has gotten you. If you're the quote-unquote, you know, the functional addicts, hey, look, do your thing. You know, I am not knocking you. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just awareing the ones of us who can't. So I want people to understand that. I'm not putting you down, you know what I mean? Because I didn't have my fun times with it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it. I understand it. You know, but when you become an abuser, you know, towards a drug of choice, any and every drug of choice is a no-no. You know, so, yeah. So don't think that I'm knocking you. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You follow? But I know what I say is the truth, you know, and I know it makes sense. You know, it's either going to be accepted or it's not going to be accepted. Like I said, I can't save nobody. I can only save myself. You know what I mean? Because I'm responsible for me. Again, starts with me, ends with me. So same with anybody else, you know, that's on here. You know, I don't even miss it, though. It don't even faze me. I like being on my natural, you know, on my natural. And I still have just as much as fun as the ones that's lit. Believe that. But I will have be the one that's sober. Believe that. And I done been that designated driver. Believe that too. You know, so, you know, to each his own. I'm not trying to knock anybody. I'm just trying to put the truth out there, you know, and some information and education on some people who are really suffering and who's having a hard time, you know, with this drug addiction and alcohol. And I'm definitely going to talk about society. Some of us is not caught up in society, but 98% of us are, you know, that's out there, you know, and we become these junkies, you know, off these drugs that make you feel good, and next thing you know, you out there begging, or you overdosing, or you dying, you know, and they're putting all kinds of stuff in it. So even if it's anybody who getting high off this shit, just be careful, you know, be aware, because it ain't no honest drugs out there no more. That shit is over. You know what I mean? They don't care what they sell you. They can give two shits about what they selling you, as long as you buying it, because that's their addiction, getting that money, getting that dollar. That's a dealer's addiction, the drillium of money, you know. And sometimes just to see you just look, you know, like shit and treat you like shit. You know, you got all kinds, just like you got all kinds of addicts and alcoholics. You got all kinds of junkies and mentally in mind too. I mean, dealers, you know, in mind too. Again, y'all know I love the hearts. You know, thank you, boo. You know I love my hearts, right? So, you know, when you agree or we share something, you know, send hearts. You know, I love the hearts. Please send hearts. I love them. It says that Norman Jackson said the disease don't take no time off. Damn sure don't, Norm. It's in you. It's you. The whole time is you. You know, it's that subconscious mind, bro, and it ain't never going nowhere. And the only place that we could put it is in remission. You know, this is why, you know, we have to stay alert and stay alive. It's so quiet. It's so soft. It's so nice, you know, until a door open for it. Then it's going to bust you right up. It's going to come right through. It's going to try. But you know what? Only the strong survive. No means no by any means necessary. Nellie says, Auntie, that was me. Oh, okay. I haven't spoke in so long, but that 1 minute took me back to give me a puff so I can sleep. That's what the shit tell you. It talks to you. This is what I'm trying to explain. Don't forget, y'all, that from step one up until now, these lives are on YouTube. You can always go back and listen to them. I do. You know, you can always go back and listen to them. You're not going to remember everything that's being said on Wednesday night. You're not going to capture everything, you know. And if you're not writing down or taking notes, you're really not going to capture it. You know what I'm saying? Because with this disease, we have to have help, you know. So I'm a writer. I write everything down. I have to. Because my brain will go somewhere else. And then I'll start thinking about what was said or how it was said, and I done left some out. You know what I mean? That won't be the answer to what I was listening to. You know, so I'm going to suggest to you guys that, you know, capture something, write it down. You know what I mean? If you hear something that I'm saying or somebody else is texting on here, hey, look, write it down. I'm telling you, or go back over this live so that you can capture it again. Disease recovery doesn't happen in one day. You know, I was just explaining that. Hey, Otto. Otto! What? Oh, look, y'all, I got Otto on the line. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, bro? I got Otto on the line. Yeah, that's a good help right there. Otto, he know what time it is. Disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And it works through people, places, and things. Absolutely. You know, but you won't capture everything that you're hearing. So whatever is the one that put that chill in you, when you're hearing something, write it down. Write it down. Keep a note of it. You know, because you're going to need notes. You're going that's medication. It's like taking medication. You know, you're going to need notes throughout this whole thing. Hey, Devin. Is that Devin? Devin? Yeah. Hey, got 33 years clean. I know y'all, did everybody know that? Otto has 33 years clean. That's my brother. He's been clean a long time, a very long time. And look how successful he is. You know what I mean? He's a beautiful person, you know. And this true story, Otto. He's a beautiful person, you know. And he put that drug down, the alcohol down, you know. Even when I picked up, he was still. He was clean when I told you I started drinking and shit, you know. So, I mean, this is a man that went through 33 years straight. Congratulations to you, y'all. Send him some hearts, please. Send him some hearts. And I'm trying to get his brother too. Him too. He got just as long. His brother too. You know, there's a lot of people that walk around here that a lot of you don't know was addicts or alcoholics who's doing great. Some of them is still in the world, partying, having fun. To each his own. You know what I mean? To each his own. I'll still go out. You know, I just know places that I'm not gonna go. You follow? You know, I can't go in a restaurant and say, y'all got to put all your liquor away. I can't come here. You know what I mean? When I want to go out and enjoy myself, you know, you just have to get that strength and that hope, you know, and get these tools and these medications to have the wisdom to know the difference. This is why the serenity prayer is so great to me. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and have the wisdom to know the difference. You know, and that just don't happen overnight too, because you got to come to believe in all of this, you know, and you can hold on. You definitely can. I call people like Otto warriors. They are warriors. It's no doubt. They are warriors, you know, so, and they're inspirational on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Like when people see me, they be like, Dad, girl, you've been clean for a long time. I have, from cocaine. Yeah, but I relapsed into alcohol. You know, but now it's almost 15 years without that. You follow? So it's still, relapse is a relapse. But for me and how I feel about it, I went right back to where I left off in recovery. You know what I mean? To maintain that situation with the alcohol. No means no, by any means necessary. It's no compromising. There's no compromise. Oh, well, I can smoke weed. There's no compromising with me. All of drugs and alcohol is a no. No means no by any means necessary. And that's just simply how it has to be. And all the way up to this day, I feel beautiful. I feel great. You know, I feel loved. I feel like I love very hard today. And I love all of you. You know what I mean? This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. You feel me? I love being a mother. I love being a grandmother. I love being a great-grandmother. Y'all, I'm a great-grandmother. Ain't that something? A great-grandmother of 4 great-grandkids. You follow? You know, 12 grandkids. You know? And five kids. One is deceased. You know, it's all such a blessing. It's all such a blessing. And if I would have stayed in that world, I wouldn't have got the chance to enjoy this life, this good life, by living the devil's life. You know, so yeah, I'm hard on it. Hey, Danielle, how are you? Is that my daughter? Hey, Danny. Yeah, and who would that say? Share the hope. Absolutely, I sure will. You know, you, thank you, Patricia. Trisha, you too. You know where we all come from. We have been Carolyn Street, the whole 9 yards. We all been through so much. You know, we've been through so much in our lives till that some of us just did not make it. And a lot of us is still falling, you know, because they don't know how to get out of this trance, you know, with these drugs and alcohol. You can see the worst junkie or the worst alcoholic out in the street, and they can survive. They can, if they want to. Of course it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. It was hard for me. Shit. It was hard for me both times. You know what I'm saying? But only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. And in order to survive off this disease, you have to come to believe in a higher power greater than yourself. You need that. That is the number one. And I don't care if the higher power is a freaking shoe or it's a tire, if it's the car that you like the most. If that's what inspires you and that's what gives you strength and hope, that's exactly who you keep in your thinking and your emotions. Again, disease separates the two of them. You know what I mean? Once you start, you become a junkie. See, I became a junkie after my first hit of cocaine. That shit was the bomb. Like I said, I tell anybody that. I tell the truth about it because the truth is what's going to set you free. You follow what I'm saying? It was beautiful. And from that day, I ran for it. I ran for it because I never got a chance to feel it again. And anybody who's on here to got high off that damn cocaine, smoking coke, you know, I snorted coke for years. It didn't even bother me. I was able to function. I was what y'all call functional addict. You follow? But when I smoked that shit, it was a whole nother ball game. That thing took me to a never land. Believe that. I became a hoe, a trick, a thief, the whole 9 yards. Add on to it if you like. I probably did every damn thing you probably heard that I did. You follow? Blinded. dead, walking dead alive, like the living dead. That's how we walk around here, like the living dead. Have no mercy, have no emotions, and our thinking, like I said, is broke up into a puzzle, and you can't seem to get it. It's like a matrix up there. That's why I explained it that way. It's like a matrix in there that won't allow you, and it make you hurt so bad. I can't even describe the hurt to you because it's a crazy ass feeling. You follow? And it'll make you hurt until you feed it. You'll feel like the only one thing I can do is get high some more, regardless of what the voice is telling you to do. You know, it's you. It's you. It's just you all toe up from the flow up. You follow? You have been separated. Your whole manage of your body has been separated. And that's the thinking from the emotions. This is why we be nasty. This is why we don't care. This is why nothing seems like it matters to us, because we work with no emotions whatsoever. It has been separated. Disease done scratched it right on out of the damn perimeter. You don't know nothing about what feels good, or only thing that allows you to feel good is a hit. And today, and even back then, that hit is for a couple seconds. It's for a couple seconds. So this is why you see us out there rooming, running all over the damn place. This is why we doing all the things out there that we do, because we have no control of it, because the desire for the drug itself is vicious. It is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And I don't know nobody, and I'm not saying you ain't out there, but I don't know nobody can tell me any different than that. I talk the talk because I walk the walk. You follow what I'm saying? I ain't making shit up. I'm telling the truth about what it is. And if any of you guys know somebody who is going through these things, and I'm telling you, trust me, I'm telling you the truth. But they're in there. They're human. They're not monsters. You know, it's not the end for them. They just have to get help. And in order to get help, they have to want to help. Otto, you saying you and will never go back. It feels good to be out and have fun. I will always be high just on life. Beautiful thing. I'm high on just what I'm doing, bro. I'm high on sharing my strengths and hopes with people who can get better. I'm high with being a drug and alcohol counselor for 37 years. You follow what I'm saying? I get lit when I talk about this shit. I get a feeling that cocaine hit can't touch, and that alcohol shit can't touch it. You know what I mean? You know where I'm coming from. The shit is beautiful when you learn how to live life again, because it's different than the life that you lived before. You follow what I'm saying? Because once you get your emotions back and your thinking is back, and these two is working like this, hey, the beauty of it all, and you got a higher power who's protecting it, that you believe in, trust me, the feeling is so strong, it can be scary. It can be scary sometimes, you know, because you can't get cocky. You know, but I got tools that I work with. I got the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. I got the 12 steps of Alcoholic Anonymous. You know what I mean? I got people in rooms I can go to and share with. And I don't do that very much today. You know what I mean? Because I work in the field. You know, but I go to the rooms from time to time, because I can't forget where I come from. I have to give a little everywhere. I have to give a little of everything that was given to me and offered to me, so that I don't get cocky in any way, shape, or form. So when I'm on here sharing this shit, I'm on here sharing some real shit, and it's not just for you or who's a newcomer, or you know, who's just getting a whip of wanting to get clean. It goes for me too. These rules never go away, and I live off life too, and all of us lifing. You know what I mean? Living off life. But as long as we don't use them drugs and alcohol, we're gonna live. You follow? We're gonna live, and we're gonna live life to the best that we can. You follow? So I'm proud again. Proud of Otto. Otto always made me look. I look up at him when I started drinking. You know what I mean? Like, damn, he could do this shit. I can't. You know what I mean? I'm sitting in here drinking. You know, after having all these years clean off of cocaine. You know, 38 years clean off of cocaine. You know, and I went out there later on and started drinking. Wasn't long, but one drink was enough. You know, one drink was a damn no-no. You follow? And I couldn't live with working where I was working and then doing what I was doing. So I'm living a lie. So disease got me beat up, down, punching me in the head, punching me in the face, the whole 9 yards all over again. Even though I didn't look crazy. Even though I didn't act crazy. You follow what I'm saying? The crazy part was the truth was killing me inside. You know, living the lie was killing me inside because I would never tell nobody that's what I was doing. Not in my work. I wouldn't tell nobody. You know, the ones of you that see me out there, of course you're going to see me. I was going into places that I had no business being in, which was the bars. You know what I mean? With the same people sitting in the same spots, you know, doing the same shit. You know what I mean? That I got tired of looking at a long time ago. But when I took that one drink, hey, I was sitting in the same spot too, right along with them. You follow? I was going every weekend just like them. You follow? Still caught up in society, which is the biggest drug in the whole wide world. Caught up in society, thinking I got to be out there. Thinking I got to prove a point. You know what I mean? And again, it was nothing but disease saying, I got you, little dumbass now. Okay? You thought you was beating me, but I got you. You thought you got rid of me, didn't you? And did. And did, because I thought about the drink just like I thought about the drug. Like that shit wouldn't even bother me. It can't beat me because I got tools now that I work with. Nah, they don't work. The tools of 12 steps, you know, don't work for you to go out and get another drug of choice. It works for you to stay clean and be gone with drugs and alcohol, period. And again, I got too cocky. So that statement in recovery is very, 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 very deep. Do not get green. Do not get cocky. Be aware is to be alive. Or be alive is to be aware. Whichever way you want to put it. You follow what I'm saying? You know, but getting honest is the key. You got to be honest. You got to get honest with self. Because when we become addicts, we become the greatest damn liars in the world. Again, we not only lie, we tell one lie, then we got to tell another lie, then we got to tell another lie, then we start believing the damn lies, and then we become the damn lie, and then we just automatically going to defend the damn lie, knowing that we lying, with a straight ass face, with a pretty face, you know, dressed all up, you know, knowing you ain't supposed to be getting high, but you're lying when you get back. Nah, I ain't do this. I didn't do that. That's not how it went. This wasn't that. Lying is one of the root of all evils for addiction, drug addiction, and alcohol addiction. You know, so when you start lying means you're losing yourself. Your truth is captured and locked down. Your emotions have now separated. You don't feel nothing good. You follow because you feel bad when you realize that you lied. You know, at the beginning when you can recognize you was lying. You know, but when you become the junkie and the alcoholic, lie is just a part of us. It's just a part of who we are. And that's something that we have to break through in order to get clean. And that is to admit that we are powerless over drugs and alcohol. And we definitely need a higher power greater than ourselves to help restore our sanity. You know, so these steps, and I'm gonna keep revamping back on what we've been talking about for a long time because, like I said, you're not gonna remember everything. You know what I mean? Just on a Wednesday. With this type of life, you have to take notes. With this type of life, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to fight. You know what I mean? This is the battle of your life. Trust me when I tell you that. I know it was the battle of mine, and I hope some of you can recognize if you're still getting it in, know that it's the battle of yours. You know, just because you may not done the things that I did, you follow what I'm saying? Keep on using. 9 out of 10 is going to get there. You know, so, you know, this is why I'm on here, and this is why I share these things. Hey, Inez, how you doing? You know, this is why I share these things, you know, and share what I'm saying, you know. So, again, before I go too far in, because see, that question took me all the way to here. I wanted to speak on the holiday vibes, y'all. Holiday vibes is vicious. I'm telling you, this holiday and everybody is getting into the spirit, you know, the quote-unquote spirit, quote-unquote, that they say is the spirit getting ready to party and all that good shit. If you are in recovery, there are just some things we cannot do. There are some places that you should not be, but you have to pick and choose that. You have to know that. This is the most powerful time for a newcomer to actually stay meeting up. For real, stay meeting up. Stay around the people, places, and things that are good for you, not the ones that are bad. You know what I mean? Because disease is just lingering, just like this. Just lingering, waiting to see when that moment that is going to get you. You know what I mean? But no, remember, no. 1 word, 2 letters, 1 syllable. No means no by any means necessary. And you're going to get pain. No pain, no gain. You know what I mean? And we're going to feel all crazy and hyped and all that shit. That's disease. It's cunning, baffling, and powerful. You know what I mean? And it's just like the way it make you hunger for drugs. It'll make you hunger for wanting to go out. You know, because that's the initial plan. For you to go back to killing yourself. Go back to the suicide that we live when we're under the influence and we're doing drugs and alcohol anyway. You know? And that goes for the functional addict too. You know, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the shit is poison. The shit is crazy. It ain't good for nobody. Anything to take you out of your element to make you feel certain kinds of, well, shit, I just feel like acting simple. Then you jump up and start acting simple. I just feel like I'm going to take somebody home. Then you take somebody to hell home with you. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Being in them bars where you be waking up and don't even know who that, well, how the hell I go to bed with this joker? You know what I mean? I wouldn't have never done that. Never say never. Not under the influence. Drugs will make you do, and alcohol will make you do any damn thing if you drink too much of it. You know, so a lot of us feel as though, you know, we're functional that way. But when you out in them bars and you messing with all these guys and all these women and shit, that's functional. That ain't no damn functional way of living life. You follow what I'm saying? Definitely not no functional way of living life. That's dysfunctional way of living life. You know, but if that's what you into, that's what you into. This is what I mean by digging in self. You got to start from the tip of the toenail all the way up to the end of the hair string and start surrendering. You know, surrendering these things that you've done. Surrender these places that you put yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even know you done mess with this one day, and then 3 days later you messing with somebody else. You know what I mean? Is that normal? Hell no. Been there, done that. Hell no. It's not normal. You follow? Because if you love yourself, you're going to give yourself the best of the love that you possibly can get. Period. And I know who loves me for sure, and that's my higher power. You know, he's over all. You know, I've learned that through recovery. He's over all. You follow? He's over my children. He's over my husband. He's over me. You know, I have to have him. I got to praise him. I got to talk to him every single day in order to keep my sanity. You know, because disease is steady trying to talk to me in all kinds of shit. You know, it's just not, you know, don't use the drugs, Tracy. Don't do the cocaine, Tracy. Don't drink, Tracy. Tracy got to keep her sanity. Tracy got to keep herself right, you know, and got to know that I'm on the right path, you know, to stay right. My life is beautiful. And I don't have everything in the world, but I got enough. I got my higher power, and that makes my life beautiful. You follow what I'm saying? It makes me feel great. It makes me love me. It has me love me, and I have somebody to depend on other than any human being that walk this earth. You follow? So I've learned how to cherish my higher power and to love God. You follow? He comes before everybody, and it changed me a whole lot, especially for the ones of y'all that know me. You know, I'm a F you girl. Fuck you. You follow what I'm saying? But today, I have the wisdom to know the difference. I don't even have to take myself into that parameter anymore. You know, that's because I don't put myself around it. You know, and even if it's some old shit, I hope you keep it old, because I'm going to keep it old unless you make it present. You follow what I'm saying? So yes, I am loving myself. I am in love with myself, living in my truth, you know? And anybody want to look at it any other way, so be it. It's just what I have to do for me. And I hope you guys get to the point where you're going to do it for you too. You follow? You don't have to be out there. You don't have to be part of the party. You don't have to be, you know, suffering, you know, homes not taken care of. You follow? Car notes not paid. Come on. Come on, we done a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of people on here. We done been out there. You know what I mean? If you got a higher power greater than yourself and you chose to get yourself right and to get yourself clean, God bless you. That is the most powerful thing you can do in the world. You know, and I commend every single person who has made that change in their lives. What brought that change to me was abusing drugs and alcohol. That's what made me come to this point to love my higher power. I didn't even believe in his ass before I got clean. I started hating him. I felt like he was the cause of me going through everything that I went through. You know, from a little girl. I'm talking a little girl. I'm talking a baby little girl coming up with all the uncles and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Oh, I could tell a story, you know, and I don't have a problem with telling the story, you know, because I'm clean inside. You know, I am open inside that I can share these things so somebody else can get the truth to help them with the truth in their selves, because we suppressed so much. We suppressed so much back then that we couldn't even tell our parents certain things. And some of our parents knew the shit was even going on. You know what I mean? And whatever's said in this house and done in this house, stay in this house. Oh, we've been abused. We've been abused. The ones of us who experienced anything in this matter, that's called abuse. And back then it wasn't even recognized. It wouldn't even, you couldn't even tell nobody. And if you did tell somebody, you get a beating because you went out and you took it out and you told somebody. You know what I mean? Hey, look, it's a lot of cleansing and cleaning that we need to do, that we need to get within ourselves. Because guess what? In order for you to love yourself, you got to cleanse it. You got to get all that stuff out of you. You know what I mean? We different now. We moms, we grandmoms, we great grandmothers. You know what I mean? And a lot of our years, we set a bad example even for our own damn kids, from the get high and partying we were doing, from the selling the drugs, from doing all that shit that we used to do. It made them feel as though it was okay, because I sure enough felt it was okay from some of the siblings that was in my family, you know, and people that was around my way. Hell, it looked like they was having fun. So I wanted to have fun too, and I wanted to be a superstar. I wanted to be well known, you know, and the whole time I'm going down the wrong path up the devil, because he's there. He's there from the time you come out the womb, he's there. You follow? And you got to recognize that shit today. You got to let your children know these things today. We got to set better examples for our children today, because they think it's all right to be all wild and crazy and all nutball like that because they got a car, because they got a house, because they can buy Gucci. You follow what I'm saying? But inside, they toe up from the flow up. Toe up from the flow up. They out there taking each other out. Innocent people dying, the whole 9 yards. We got to do better. We got to get better. And we got to start raising these kids so they can understand, so they could be better and set better examples. We don't have to be in this damn shit that these people done put in our neighborhoods and have us become what we are, who we was, and what we used to do. You know, it got to be started somewhere. And people need to know, you need to learn how to respect each other. That's what you need to do, because everybody got something to say about somebody else. You know what I mean? But you don't really know what that person been through. You don't know what that person is still going through. So let's try to help each other a little bit more, and let's do some things the same way I'm doing. I'm putting the real deal out there. I know that's why y'all on here. That's why a lot of people's on here. We got a whole lot of people that watch this. You know, because somebody got to start it somewhere, even in our rehabs, even in our detoxes. There's always some shit. There's always some shit, so we need to hear it real and raw. How many agree with me? Show me some hearts. That's all you got to do for me. Show me some hearts. You know what I mean? When I said one week that we are all under construction, every last one of us that walk this earth, every last one of us that breathe this earth, we are all under construction. You follow what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody perfect. And it's more than us that is out there like the way that I was in that addictive world called society and drugs and alcohol. It is so many of us that's out there that's stuck. I mean stuck. Can't stop. Not trying to stop. Hurting, losing people, losing our children. I'm one that could talk about that too. Hell, my son was shot 7 times. My son's dead. You know, and all I have of him is him in my heart, his spirit in my heart. You know what I mean? I can't touch him. I can't talk to him. I can't go see him in the next step of a place that they got built for us called prisons. I worked in there too, 7 whole years. You follow what I'm saying? And that shit is built for us. That's all them zillionaires they got out here. This shit is like a soup to these people. It's like a soup, and we the ingredients that makes their soup. You know what I mean? With the killing, the doing drugs, the robbing, and all this shit. You know, they give us our own little areas. You know what I mean? Give us a whole damn island. Let us go and do our own damn thing. You follow? That'll never happen. You follow? Because they can keep control on how they have society set up today. That's how I feel. This is just coming from me. You know, they give us projects. They give us Section 8. You understand what I'm saying? Make us think that we rising somewhere because we not in the project no more. We got a house, okay? Still project. They still got us caged. They still got control. You understand? Down to Social Security. Don't get me to talk about that damn shit. You follow what I'm saying? These people got this thing rigged up sweet and nice, but we are somebody. We have to find that higher power greater than ourselves and get off all this shit out here for us and put out here for us. I don't care if we got to teach our own damn kids. We are educated people. We're very smart people. We catch on to any and every damn thing, except when we are introduced to drugs and alcohol. That's what it do. It rips your soul out. It rips everything out of you that you don't care, you don't feel, you can't hear, you can't do nothing except what the Z's tell you to do and command it and make you do it. You know, and all of it is pain. Every bit of it is pain. It's nothing but pain. You know, and then for make us feel like, oh, we functional because we don't abuse drugs or we don't do this. The shit is poison. I don't care how you look at it. All of it is poison, and it's doing damage. I tell you, it takes its time. It slowly does it. You know what I mean? With the ones that go out every weekend but can go to work through the week, you know, and all that stuff and be lit. Some of y'all go to work lit. You know what I mean? You got to have a drink or hit weed or do whatever you do, whatever type of drug that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because the body craves for it. And that's how it makes you think that you feel better, and it makes you think that you're functionable. You follow what I'm saying? But if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. And I'm only saying how it worked with me, because I can talk about how it worked with me because I walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? And you walk around, you know, like everything is cool and everything is fine. You know what I mean? That's called wearing masks. You know, we are so masked up. It's like crazy. You follow? We are so masked up and so locked into society that we got to be seen. You know what I mean? We got to act like nothing is going on. You know what I mean? And we've got the bars and all that shit to go to, all the parties and all that. Hell, I like to party. I go to the parties. It's all good. But one thing I'm not going to do in there, I'm not going to drink and I'm not going to drug. You know what I mean? I'm going to be wise and I'm going to stay clean. You know what I mean? I'm going to get high off of recovery. I'm going to get high off of my higher power. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Because this is the greatest feeling that I ever felt in my entire life. You know, and I done had it all too. You follow? But what I'm saying is when we wear these masks, come on, because all of us, we wear them masks. You follow? We made them masks big time trying to people please. You follow? Want people to look at you this way. You know what I mean? You don't want them to look at you that way. You follow? And you that way, you know, thinking people can't see you this way. You follow what I'm saying? Oh, look. You know, only person you not known to and can face self is you. You follow? So we got to get better. We got to get better with ourselves. We are beautiful. We are beautiful, beautiful people. You know what I mean? Wise people. You know, we can do so much better. They're not going to move drug houses. They're not going to move state stores. Now they got them in your damn markets. You follow what I'm saying? Oh, they want you to get it. They want you to have it. They want you to be able to pick this shit up anywhere you can. Now we got weed dispensary places. You know what I mean? Think about your kids 10 years from now with this weed. You know what I mean? Same thing they did with alcohol. You follow? They end up putting alcohol in the bottle, you know what I mean? And tell you can only drink this much, you know, when it used to be all illegal. You know what I mean? And then then they put it everywhere for you to buy because they know it's poison. They're just poisoning us, you know, giving us the opportunity to stay lit and to lose our good senses, you know, and love and inspiration and everything that we have as a human being within ourselves. And this is just me talking about it. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't got to agree with me, but I've been beat up enough and been around enough and been in enough that I'm only talking what I know, you know? So you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but I hope I'm waking somebody up that's on this live. I hope somebody can hear me on what I'm talking about, and I know there's a lot of us that's on here that's living what I'm talking about anyway. You know, again, you got to get honest. You got to take an inventory. You got to take a whole moral inventory on yourself today, every day. I know I do, because I have to check my day, you know, especially if something got me all pissed off or throw it off or something. I got to take an inventory on myself and make a decision. I can't make an irrational decision because that's what my disease would want me to do, you know. So I try to do it to understand it, to make a change, because change is constant, nothing constant but change. You know, and think about things in a more rational place. And ask myself, look at what you did. Look at what you said. Look at how you act. You know what I mean? Look at what you did, because I'm the most important person. overall. Am I talking too fast? Y'all know to let me know. Because you know sometimes I jump into one thing, but I jump right back on the next. You follow? Because I just wanted to be heard. I wanted to get out there. You know, so again, on this holiday thing, y'all stay aware on this month, on this holiday thing, because disease is lurking. It may feel quiet to you right now, like you okay, but stay in touch. Stay in check. You follow what I'm saying? Hey, mother-in-law Robinson. Stay in touch. Hey, Marquise. And Anita. And Teresa, too. Hey, Carol. And Tony. If I see y'all names, sometimes I will jump on and still start shouting out. You know what I mean? But I jump right back into everything that I was talking about. And like I said, you know, we are all under construction. You know what I mean? If you look at it, just think about a construction worker. We all under construction trying to make ourselves better. If we're not trying to make ourselves better, we're just stuck. You know what I mean? If you have to people please, that's not cool. You know what I mean? If you got the reputation that everybody look at you this way and that way, believe me, in your heart, in your mind, where these two things have to connect and stick together with each other, don't let a space in. You're going to find you, and you're going to find out who you are. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to find out how you love yourself and what love really freaking feel like. You know what I mean? The love that I love myself with is powerful. It's strong. I mean, it is the most beautiful feeling in the world that I could live and let God. You know what I mean? I wasn't able to do that in my life at a certain time. Today I'm growing stronger and stronger and wiser and wiser. You know, so I could stay with this love that I have. You know, love, Love. Girl, please. You know what I mean? You gonna feel that thing. Love ain't a lot of what most of us think it is. You know what I mean? Because we still stuck. We still stuck not trying to get real love. You know what I mean? Find a higher power greater than yourself. Come clean with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Start living in your truth. Start living in your truth. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can say nothing about it because it's yours. You follow? And everybody got it. Everybody got to do just that as well. You know, some of us can. Some of us won't submit. Some of us is okay with how we are. And if that's the case, so be it. You know what I mean? And then you worried about what people going to say or what people think. Fuck, sticks and stones can break my bones. Names don't hurt me no more. And half the shit that most people think they know don't even know the real deal. You know what I mean? But I can sit down with you today and talk about it. I can sit down with you today and tell you some things you'd be shocked about. You follow? Because I am living in my truth. And I'm trying to stay this way. And I'm trying to grow even harder. I'm going hard on this thing. You know why? Because I'm getting results. I'm getting results from it. You follow? I'm getting blessings from it. Not the bullshit off the street. Not what people think. I can care less what people think. You know, you be around people sometimes and they be around certain people and they act all shitty and act all funny with you and all that stuff. Them too. Them kind too. You know what I mean? I'm just going to give the vibe that you give. And I'll still say hello. Because I'm living for me. You know? And I know that ain't going to hurt me. You know? Be you the one acting. And then when you're around these people, you follow what I'm saying, and somebody, the purpose people that they're around that you acting all shady with know me real good, then you want to be cool. You want to be, hey, hi, and all that shit. Live in your truth, because I'm living in mine. You follow? I'm living with mine. I can care less about that. You know, like I said, I got a higher power greater than myself. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, and I'm a great-grandmother. I'm a wife, I'm a drug and alcohol counselor. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm a woman who truly believes in God. You follow? So I'm telling you, my basket is getting full. You know what I mean? And that's just in my heart and in my mind. You follow? I care less about the rest of it, you know, because a lot of it is just wearing masks. It's called wearing masks. Stuck in society. Stuck in that crazy world. You follow? Pay attention to that, y'all. Society is vicious. And I'm talking about, you know, hanging out in the corner bars and, you know, coming out all drunk. You know what I mean? Thinking that's pretty. Thinking that's fun. You know what I mean? Disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful. It makes you think that you're having a great time, a fun time, and you don't even have control of yourself. That's the whole 9 yards. You don't even have control of yourself. I'm tired of living that type of life. I'm tired of being out there driving, but for the grace of God, got me home. You understand? Look at all the DUIs everybody is getting. You follow what I'm saying? This thing is vicious. It's cunning, baffling, and powerful. You know? And it works through people, places, and things. You know, and I'm telling you, my 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous has taught me that. It has given me a life, a medication. It's like medication. You know what I mean? It's like I was saying before. It's like you got a headache, we go get a Motion. You know what I mean? Our stomach ache, we go get a Tums. You know what I mean? My brain can start bothering me, my physical brain, and my heart can start getting emotional-less. You know what I mean? So I know it's time for me to get in my tools. It's time for me to pick up my tools and start doing some things. It could be the NA, Narcotics Anonymous. It could be AA, Alcoholic Anonymous. It could be the Bible. It could be whatever. Whatever works for you is going to work for you. Because no matter what, this is all based off a religious program. And it's going to draw you right to your higher power. You follow? So whatever changes that you make that make you succeed and be successful with your change, you go for it. That's what I say. You go for it. Like I said, I started out in my disease. I couldn't stand God. I blamed everything on God. Now I love him so much. I love him unconditionally. You know what I mean? Because it was brought to my senses by the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. I didn't go to church when I was young. For me, I went to church because I had to. You know what I mean? I wasn't on the usher board because I wanted to be on the usher board. I was on the usher board because I had to. Was I listening? No. I wasn't listening to nothing that was going on in church. Hell no. Shit, I remember a couple times I took money out the little tray that went by and went to Miss Christine's store, if y'all know, from Chester, and bought me some cookies. I had like 25 cents. That was a big-ass bag of goodies. You follow what I'm saying? I ain't feeling no remorse from it. So it started young. It started very young. You know what I mean? I'm a child of 9 children. My mother had, you know, my friends, it was two in the family, 4 in the family. They did bigger and better and greater things than what my mother can do for us, but she did for us. She just couldn't do it as much as they was doing it, you know. But as a child, I didn't see it that way. As a child, living in an abused home, you know, with a father that was a strong, vicious alcoholic that I didn't understand. Alcoholism, you follow what I'm saying, and dealing with the abuse from him, you know, and can't have the things that I want. That was called torture to me. That was abuse. That was abuse. That's what it was. My father was abusive, verbally abusive, and whooped my ass abuse. You follow? And my mother's. You know? He couldn't beat her, though, because she whooped his ass every time. You follow? But being in the masonry and all that, you know what I mean? All the cops and the judges and all them, they all homies. They come there. I'm watching my mom get taken out by the police. You follow? So that made me not even fear police. That shit didn't mean nothing. You know, as I came up, I cried a lot as a little girl. You know, I felt alone a lot as a little girl. You know, based the way that my sisters and brothers and all, we have one older age. They all in the 70s now. And then you have me and my brother in the 60s. And then my youngest brother who just passed and my youngest sister, they in their 50s. You know what I mean? So that's a big space. They turned 18 way before I became a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just living. I'm just living pretty much in my head the best way that I can. So my friends became society, people out in society, other families, other sisters, you know, other mothers I was calling mom, you know, and all that stuff because I had no clue. All I wanted was the attention and honestly to make me feel like I was loved by somebody, you know, and I know my mama loved me unconditionally. Unconditionally. She was the best mother in the world. And I miss her to this day. But she did all she can do for all of us, a bunch of us. you know. But as a little girl, I couldn't understand that. As a little girl, I couldn't swallow that. I felt like my mom wasn't giving me like the other kids' mothers was giving them. You know, love your children. Do the best that you can for your children. Explain that to your children. Explain the type of life that you came up in. Share these things. I didn't really think about those things because it was suppressed as a little young girl so much, all up into the teenage world, all up into when I got grown. You know, a baby having a baby. I was 19. You know, and we go out there on our own. Hell, my kids can stay with me until they got themselves right, till they get together. My kids now can stay home with their parents until they go to college, finish college, and go forth from there. You know, just because we turn 18 don't make our children grown. They're still kids. They're still children. You follow? This is why so many of us had babies so damn young. You follow? I mean, if y'all hear me, send me a heart or something, because I'm talking some real shit right now. I know I'm talking about me, but still, you know, some of us, our stories will relate. They will relate, you know, and some people can't share that out. They don't want to talk about parents. They don't want to talk about grandparents. You know what I mean? My mom was a second time around mom because I couldn't take care of my kids, because I'm out there getting lit. I'm out there getting tore up from the floor up. A woman that works midnight, you know, into morning, and I'm in school playing games, not even going. I'm hooking. I'm so hooked on society. You know, that's why I talk about society so much, because society going to be sitting waiting. You know what I mean? It's going to make you feel any way you want to feel, dealing with the type of people, places, and things that you put yourself around. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm so glad and so thankful today that I share these things with my children and with my grandchildren, so they can know you don't have to be all the what you see. You can be better and greater and do so much better without drugs and alcohol, without partying, without driving around drunk as shit. You know what I mean? Causing DUIs. Look at all these young kids that have DUIs. 17, 18, 16, you know, 15. Y'all know we all taught ourselves how to drive, most of us. You know what I mean? We taught each other how to drive. Out here driving, stealing cars and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that was my life. We was all doing that. You know what I mean? Or if I wasn't doing it, I was around the ones that was, so that made me a part of it. You follow? So yeah, we got to take an inventory on ourselves and dig deep. And some of it is going to hurt. I know it is. You know, some of it still hurt me today. You follow? But I got to face it. I got to face the truth. Because the truth is going to set you free. The truth is going to set you free. And that's how a lot of us get caught up on these drugs. Or we get infatuated by the dealer. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we get infatuated by the dealer, and they got an addiction themselves. Shit, I remember back in the day, let the city go dry without no dope. They was going crazy. Nutball crazy. They send their mama on a plane to go get dope. On the other side of the damn world. You know? Hey, Celine, Marla, Monica, Renee. Hey to everybody. You know, so be careful, y'all. Be careful on this holiday thing. You know, this is the last holiday partying through the year, and disease is just like this. Just waiting for the door to open. Waiting for the door to open. And be careful as you out here today. You know, we have to get honest. You know what I mean? You could try these 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. You don't have to, you know, feel like you a beast. You know what I mean? Or I had to use them because I was a dope. I was a trick, a hoe, all that shit. You know what I mean? I did cocaine. I was on drugs. You know what I mean? Some of us will just read them and just get some peace out of it. Some of us can get some understanding out of it. I learned that today. You know what I mean? As I studying this and live this. That's the studying. The studying is living it. You know what I mean? It helped me to restore my sanity. It brought me closer to a higher power that I didn't even believe in, you know, and it has not failed me yet. It has not made me feel nothing but strong. You know what I mean? And wise. You follow? And beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? And feel the beauty of, just like I said, being Tracy Allen. You follow? Tracy Allen Williams. You follow? Y'all know I'm going to be married. I've been married for 7 years now. In my relationship for 16. And all of y'all who know me know that's a freaking miracle. You know, but I live it each day, one day at a time. You know, and I started trusting people and learning people for who they are. You know, I know that I'm not going to find a perfect man. I don't know if there's any anyway, because we all have some imperfectness in our lives. We all know that. You know what I mean? But I learned how to communicate. I learned how to cherish what I have. You know, I learned how to have the wisdom to know the difference. You know, a lot of things I was going through in life, I was thinking about it all for myself. It was just all selfishness. You know, like my shit was pure. Like my shit was the, you know, the best shit in the world. And this is how this should go. And this is how that should go. But we only get one day at a time. And I've learned this through the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. We get one day at a time. You know, and we learn something every day. Something new every day. You know, even if I boil noodles wrong, I know how to boil noodles today. You know what I mean? Because I give myself a lot of time. I put a lot of work in myself, you know, because I had not been myself for years. I was out there on them streets for a quarter of a century, if you really want to count the time, and another almost quarter of a century. You follow? You know, 25 years, and probably all but 7 of them was in the street. You know, then going into my 30s, into my 40s, all in the street. You know what I mean? Today, I'm comfortable within myself. I'm comfortable within my skin. I don't have to do all of that, and I don't have to be out there with all of that. You know, I like keeping it low-key today. Not back then. You couldn't get me to keep no low-key shit. I had to be out there in the bars. I had to be out there in all the parties. I had to be out there going away and doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? But today, I find peace in myself. You know, and I can still do these things. You know, I still can go away. I still can have a party. Y'all know me, I'm a party. I had a party every year of my birthday. Somewhere I was having a party, you know, and I still love doing that. I still love having people around me. You know what I mean? But I just don't want disease around me. You follow? I know I can't be out there in that crazy society shit no more. You know what I mean? So now I can invite the people that I want in my place, and we can do some things. You see how that works? You know, because it's all about people, places, and things. Now I have my open door to who I let in. You know, and I'm so blessed with that. I love that. You know what I mean? I'm not missing being out there. You follow? I love being just where I am in my castle. When I drive up to this house, here come my peace. Here come my peace. And I still love everybody. I just can't do the same things that I used to do. That's all, because I love me more. That's all. So if anybody had popped on here before, from the time that I started this live, and you are a newcomer, I'm just saying welcome. You know, and if you're a family who's just come on and learning some things about the addict and the alcoholic, welcome. You know, sharing about these things and things that I share about can help people, you know, that can surrender to certain things, that wants to be helped. This is not something that everybody have to agree with, because we agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Like, you know, last week, I would never give anybody money for drugs. Not today. Indeed not. I will not help you die. Indeed not. But I'll do anything else for you. If you need somewhere to sleep, you need some food, you need some clothes, of course. You know, that's what we do. But as far as me, you know, it could, like I said, it could be my mom, it could be my dad, it could be whomever. My child, I am not going to give you money to get high. I will not do that. That's just who I am. That's who I am. And I thank everybody who did that to me, because you don't know how much you help me save my life. You know, so there's other ways to do other things, you know, for people. But what I'm asking the families, you know, and just the people that's on the outside looking in, you know what I mean? The ones of us that's out here getting high, we struggling. You know, yes, we become a whole nother person in your eyes. But believe me, in ourselves, we are lost. We don't even know who we are, you know. But I can speak for them and myself. We're still in here. We are still in here. We just have to learn how to get out. You follow? And that's by getting help. And anybody just can't go and get help. You know what I mean? They used to call it rock bottom. You really got to be beat down, done to the end, and say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And only that person knows when they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And disease is so cunning, baffling, and powerful, it will allow us to feel that, and we'll get clean for a while. But if you don't continue to use the tools that are offered to you and given to you to learn how to change your thinking, you're just going to go right back into the way that you was, because we can't get cocky. All these things is for a reason. We always have to be aware that we have a disease that's cunning, baffling, and powerful, you know, and you have to be aware that they work through people, places, and things. So we can stop getting high, you know, or stop drinking, but yet you still want to go right back around the people who still do the same things, the old places that you used to go. That's just like, you know, playing Russian roulette. It's like playing Russian roulette, you know, because 9 out of 10, you're going to get high again. And I'm not saying everybody, but majority is going to get high again. You know, so when you get into change your life in recovery, there's a lot of changes that have to be made. And most importantly, you have to know the people, places, and things. What works for me may not work for you. What works for the next person may not work for me, you know, or work for the next person. It's all about you building the bear. I say that all the time. You have to build the bear and know that we are under construction. You know, I got that off of live, my cousin's live, Patrice Ty. That word hit my head so strong, damn near gave me a damn headache, because it's so true. We are all under construction. We really are. We have to build ourselves up and become believing in a higher power greater than ourselves, and it will definitely help you restore your sanity. You follow? It'll give you the strengths and the hopes and that charge to want to, you know, get better and want to serve our God, you know, versus being down here what we doing, you know, ruining our lives, committing suicide slowly, honestly, and willingly. You know, I'm going to put it that way, willingly. You know, today I don't need no drinking. I don't need no drugging. I'm high off of self. You know, I'm high off of self, and now have the wisdom to know the difference from being high and then being sober, and partying high and partying sober. You know what I mean? Hell, I take sober for $100. Fuck it. Excuse the expression. You know, sometimes the words come out my mouth because I be feeling it. You know? But that's how I feel today. And I say to myself today, damn, you never even needed that. You didn't even have to put yourself through all of that. But if I didn't know, and that's what was presented in my face, and that's the yellow brick road I took, you know what I mean? It most certainly had me meet Oz. And we all know Oz wasn't real. You know what I mean? The wizard wasn't real. He was fake. And that's just how this thing they got us living is. It's fake, but it's also fatal. It's fatal, you know? And we are still able to come clean. We are still able to get better. The main key is surrendering and wanting it. The main key, again, I'll say, is surrendering and wanting and getting honest, you know? And things are going to hurt. Things are going to be so strong on the inside that you don't want to think about. That's nothing but sickness trying to keep you down. You know what I mean? You have to say, you know, we got to live and let God. You know, we have to make changes in our lives. We have to accept the things that we can't change and change the things that we can. And then you'll have the wisdom to know the difference, because that's my main uppercut punch and slam disease down with that serenity prayer. I love it so much. And even with people, dealing with people, you know what I mean? And going places, you know, and recognizing and making choices and decisions. That serenity prayer put me right in the order of where I need to be, so I can make a rational decision and not a irrational decision. That's just for me. That's what works for me. You know, I say that thing 24/7 a day, especially when I'm out and I'm around people, because y'all know it's crazy. It's wild out here. You know, people just being people. You know, they say life, just lifing. People just being people as well. I call all that. You know what I mean? And me, I'm trying to be clean. I'm trying to live in my truth. You know what I mean? So I can't be around the things that's just, you know, people being people and all that kind of shit. I gotta make a choice. Life is gonna life. I hope that made sense too. You know, life is going to life, you know, and people going to be people. That too. You know what I mean? But I pick and choose the life and that I want, you know, or the people and the places and the things that I choose to be around. You know what I mean? And that don't make me dislike everybody else. That don't make me feel like I'm better than y'all. That don't make me feel like, you know, I think I know everything. I just know that my life changed. I know my life changed when I found a higher power greater than myself, and I got the tools and the information and education from Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholic Anonymous. And when I went in those rooms for the first time and I seen all these people that was clean that I thought was dead, I said, something got to work with this shit. Something got to be real, because I seen a whole lot of people, you know, that was out there with big fat legs and ankles and sneaks, can't tie their sneaks, no shoestrings in them, blowed all up, messed all up. I seen a bunch of people who was looking good, you know what I mean, who was doing the damn thing, you know, and who was showing up daily, you know, in these places. That's what caught my inspiration in there. That's when people that I didn't even know started coming to me, sharing. I'm listening to these stories and I'm like, well, damn, that shit sound the same as me, and they looking that good, you know what I mean? And they surrendering, you know what I mean? And they talking about people, places, and things, and they saying how people gonna do, what's gonna happen, setting me up for how this shit is gonna work, and there ain't nothing they said that wasn't true. And they living today. They living today. We have life, y'all. You know, it's not over because we messed up. You know what I mean? It's not over because we became junkies and alcoholics. We made a mistake. We just made a bad choice. You know, we made bad choices, you know, but we still have a choice today. We can make a better choice for ourselves today without all that nonsense, you know, and it's hard to get clean. And it's just as hard to stay clean until you believe in that higher power. You follow what I'm saying? And you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then you learn the wisdom to know the difference. And then you have tools and medications and to work with and to go to. You have the Bible to pray from. You have the Cunning. You have it all. It's right in front of us. We just made bad choices. That's all. We just made bad choices. And we can get better. We can get better. You have to want it. And I hope somebody hear me tonight. You have to want it. And if you want it, you're going to have to fight for it. Because it's going to be the hardest fight of your life. And then after you get it and you feel great, you got to maintain it. And to maintain it is to maintain your thinking. You know, your thinking has to change. You know what I mean? Along with the people, places, and things. And it's going to become simple. It's going to be, you're believing in this and you're cleaning and living in your truth. It's going to become simple. And it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. So if y'all heard me tonight, time go fast when I start talking. Y'all didn't even let me get through the rest of my shit. But anyway, you know, is everything that I was talking about is pretty much what I had in plan to talk about. You know, again, we are all under construction. That is so true. You know what I mean? And changing our thinking is a big part that will help you get to where you need to be. You know, getting honest and with yourself, you know, and coming to believe in a higher power greater than self, you know, to help you restore your sanity, you know, and in the program they call it Find a Sponsor, you know. Everybody don't have to be from the rooms. I know they wasn't for me. You know, I have family members and I had a few friends that always looked out for me, but it was my ignorance of my disease that made me tell them to get out my face and F them and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But they still love me, and when they saw me, they still took care of me. You know what I'm saying? So I call them sponsors as well. You know, love is real. You know, when somebody loves you, you're going to feel that they love you. I couldn't feel at that time, so love wasn't even in my category at all. You know what I mean? Disease had my brain in one place, chipped all up, like I said, like a puzzle in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? And he had my heart shut down there. I couldn't feel nothing. I couldn't feel nothing but the worst of the worst. Nothing good came from that heart. Nothing good came from that heart. It's like it wasn't even there. It made me forget self. You know, so you know what I'm feeling about you if I can't feel nothing for myself. You follow? So your loved ones are they're still human. They are still in this sickness. They are still in this sickness. Don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. I'm not saying to give them money to go get high, or, you know, forget about them. You know, you kicked out the family, or you can go ahead out there and die. Hey, look, that might be just a thing that'll happen. And at the end of the day, your heart's going to hurt. You know what I mean? Your heart's going to hurt. You know, so this is why I'm on live, so people can get a little information and education on knowing they still love you. They just don't even love themselves because they can't feel it. But that don't mean that they don't love you. The sickness is cunning, baffling, and powerful. It is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And it will take the brain, like I said, separated from the heart. And one can't work without the other. It's impossible. One going to take you one way, and if the other don't agree, it's going to take you another way. But it has to come together as it should and as God planned it for it to happen with us. And then you'll start living. You'll start feeling. You'll start seeing. You'll start listening so that you can hear, and then you'll be able to see. You know, we are blindsided in every living feeling in our bodies. You know, we can only think one way, and that's the way of poison. That's the way of that disease that's cunning, baffling, and powerful, you know, and it will tear us up if it don't kill us first. That was cute. If it don't kill us first. But I know time is going by, you know what I mean? I want everybody to, again, don't forget that if you miss any of these segments on live, that you can go to YouTube and you can catch them from the very first one, which is the introduction, all the way down to this one. And you guys, go on YouTube anyway. If you get to thinking about some things or you miss some of the episodes, go on YouTube and watch them again. You know what I mean? I watch these things over and over and over and over and over again. You know, it's just medication for me. It keeps me rolling. You know, it makes me know, well, did you say this, or did you say that, or did you get here, or did you get there? You know what I mean? And then it gives me another formula to come on the next Wednesday. You follow? But it's there for you. It's there for anybody that's dealing with a drug and alcohol, even a self addiction. Some of us don't even get high and deal with these same situations. You know what I mean? Don't know how to be honest. You know what I mean? Don't know who you are, where you are. You're just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Still in society. Majority of us that be hanging out there like that is caught up in society. That's a vicious disease. That's one of the worst diseases in the world. That creates it all. That sticking ass society. Believe me when I tell you that. Y'all know it. Y'all know what I'm saying? Some of us can't live without living in society out there in the wrong way, in a way that keep us suffering and keep us from loving ourselves as much as we possibly can. You know, we get addicted and be out there and gotta go out to try to be somebody. You know, and again, I'm not talking about everybody, but the ones that I am talking about, you know who you are. You follow? I ain't got to know you to know who you are. This is worldwide. This is everywhere. You know, so, I mean, think about self. We don't have to be buying all that nonsense these people putting out there for us to have a good time. Look, being drug-free and alcohol-free, man, I wish I never touched none of it a day in my life, but unfortunately I did. you know, because I was caught in society. Society got me where I went. You know, got me where I went, and then I wore more lies and more masks coming home to the real deal, leaving my children, you know what I mean? Not making them take care of me. You know, my kid, my two boys, I took a part of their freaking childhood. You know what I mean? I had them doing the adult things that I should have been doing. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna tell mommy no. They ain't gonna say no. We got 9-year-olds watching 4-year-olds out here. You know what I mean? We know what the laws say, but do we care about that? Hell no. Because we feel as though our kid is smart enough that they can do it. And we can be drunk and come home drunk and want some oodles and noodles in the morning. You know what I mean? Or fix me a sandwich, or fix your brother a sandwich. Go put these clothes in the washing machine. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of things. We do a lot of things that's not right and not cool. You know, we interfere in our children's lives. The ones of us that's out here, we know who we are. We know who we are. Okay, we got some great parents and mothers and fathers out here, but we also got some that's caught up in the addiction world. You follow what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know, these kids lose a lot. They go right back out. Either they're going to turn out to get high, or they're going to be out there selling drugs, because that's the only kind of people that we keep around any damn way. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to pick it up, and they're going to pick it up, and they're going to become dealers, or they're going to become addicts themselves. They're going to think that partying with drugs and alcohol is great, or they having a good time. Really? Tell them the truth. We think we having a good time. We think we having a good time. We are intoxicated. We toe up from the flow up, you know, and that's not having a good time. That's being ungoddamn conscious. Take y'all there, because I've been there and I've done that. And again, what works for me may not work for you, but I know it's working and breaking a whole lot of us. A whole lot of us. The good ones. You know, because we all good. We all God's children. You know what I'm saying? And the devil said he gonna always interfere. You follow? And God knows he did. God knows he did. You know, so I'm going to try to live the rest of my life the best that I can, because I got more days behind me, as we all do, than I have in front of me. And I'm so glad that I found how to love myself again and appreciate me, so I can appreciate you, and I can appreciate my children, and I can appreciate my husband. You understand what I'm saying? And I can live a smooth life, you know, without taking myself out there to the dangers that's out there, and being in here humble and blessed. You know, that's a powerful thing for me today. And still gonna party. How about that? And still gonna have a good time without drinking and drugging. It's possible, y'all. It's a great thing. You have better fun being aware, you know, and being alive. You know, they just put that shit out there for us, you know, to think, you know, but that's the only way, and it's not. You know, so I know time is coming down on us. I don't want to keep anybody up. You know, but if you heard something I said tonight, show me some hearts. Y'all know I love the hearts. I ain't even seen none. What's up? You know, show me some hearts. You know, living in my truth. That's me. What's up, Shell? I ain't even see you on there, girl. Yeah, I've been talking that talk. You know, and Anita, Monica, Angie. Hey to everybody. Hey to everybody. I see him on the other phone. And welcome, Carol. Welcome. That's my girl, childhood friend. We always gonna be friends. Childhood friends, and I'm talking little, like kindergarten on, me and Carol. You know, Rebecca, someone I love is really struggling with their addiction during this holiday time. Holiday time is a beast. I'm telling you, it's a beast. And that's what they're going to blame it on, too. I'm telling you, it's a beast. Let me find that again, Rebecca, so I can see what you actually said. Shoot, it gets away from me when I start moving it myself. Y'all know I ain't the best mechanic with this thing, you know. Hey, Sophia, I see you on, too. Hud, see you too. Rosetta, hey, see you too. I don't know where that question went. Rebecca, send me that again. so I can see exactly what you said if you're still on. But I'm telling you, holiday time is just something about it that disease love. And that's your mental thinking. Remember I said our brains is broke all up in a puzzle up there like it's in a matrix somewhere. You know what I mean? And sometimes we can pull the pieces, and sometimes we'll pull a piece that it looked like it fit in the piece where it's supposed to be, and it just don't go in, and then you force it in. That's when the puzzle stops being able to come together. You follow what I'm saying? So that's how it get come holiday times. The pieces is up there, and the pieces is making you think that this piece fitting here and this piece fitting there, and what it's doing is breaking up the puzzle. It's breaking the puzzle up. So now you're getting strong, you're getting cocky, and this disease is talking to you, telling you, you'll be all right, I'm going to take that, I can do this, I can do that. Don't believe it. Do what you're supposed to do. You continue to say one word, 2 letters, 1 syllable, and that's no. No means no by any means necessary. In this world of a drug addiction, an alcohol addiction, no is your savior word. No is the word that's going to save you from the beast. And the pain is going to come because it's always there. Disease is always there. It's you. It is the interaction of your thinking. It is your mind, and disease has tarnished it. And you're working on a broken puzzle that you're putting back together again. And sometimes the pieces ain't going to fit. You know, you got tools. You know what I mean? Call somebody. Talk to somebody. Pray. Most importantly, pray and believe in the prayer. Believe me, believe what you're doing. You know, because disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And I say cunning, baffling, and powerful. And that's how it gets vicious. It's a vicious little monster. A vicious little monster. And Rebecca, know that you can't save that person. Any of us that can talk to them, we can't save them. I can't save them. They have to make the right choice. But we can give them the information. We can keep throwing that good information on them. And sometimes it'll outdo the sickness of disease. And they can hear you, listen to you, and then see the difference. So we have to learn how to do all of these things. And we have to always know that they are key components to staying clean. Key components to staying clean. And you got to believe in that disease is vicious. All this is coming out your head. All these feelings and vibes is coming out of your body. But once you put that thinking, that brain and that heart back together and lock it, disease can't get in. And you have to stay aware of it. Don't put these tools down. Always go through your tools. Just like you go to church on Sundays. You know? And you get in that body. Use them. Use them, because you're going to need them. This is how vicious this crazy thing is. You're going to need them. Come to believe in this, because it's real. It is real, real, so real. But Rebecca, I'm going to be praying. And I hope everybody else pray for everybody that you know that's dealing with that situation. You know what I mean? When it comes to certain holidays and parties and funerals and good movies, I said, it's any and everything. It will come through silently. It will slip through silently. Because the minute you start thinking about drinking and drugging again, is unlocking the chain that you got it buried in remission. It's going to open it up. And once it get a little peak, smaller than a pinhole, it's coming through. It's cunning, baffling, and powerful. And like I said, we are all under construction. We all are. And I hope you guys understand that and know what I mean by that. You know, recovery is like a brain surgery. You know what I mean? The brain is tore up. You know what I mean? We got to go in. We got to dig in deep, you know, to try to put it back together again. You know, pray. Find that higher power. Pray. Because that's going to put the Band-Aid on it. Oh, that was nice too, wasn't it? Damn. That's going to put the Band-Aid on it. You know, hey, Trees. You know, we got some people on here that need to be prayed for. You follow? I pray for everybody every day. Somebody prayed for me, and that's how I got my prayer touch and came to me, because people was praying for me that didn't even know me. And I do the same thing today. I pray for all the still suffering addicts and alcoholics today, and I pray for people today and things and everything in this world, because it's chronically crazy. But I pray for me the most. I pray for me the most. Because the more I pray and the more I come to believe in that higher power, you know what I'm saying? The stronger I get. The peaceful I get. More loving that I become. So prayer works. It definitely works. You know, so Beck, I couldn't get the rest. If you're still not on here, I'm going to pray anyway. And Michelle, you said peace is priceless. You better know it. You better know it, my sister. You better know it. You better know that, honey. That thing is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. You know, I don't know who that was. Kinos. See, once I start moving this thing, y'all, I can't hold on to some of the things that's being said. You know, but I appreciate everybody being on. Thank you for watching this live. I hope that I said some things that can help some of us, you know, and answer some of your prayers. I will be going through them, you know, if I have to send personal pieces to you. Make sure I did everything. Again, y'all, if y'all interested in getting a t-shirt, because I ain't seen nobody say they interested in getting a t-shirt yet. So if y'all interested in getting a t-shirt, please let me know. Okay? I already got them started. They already made, and the cups. You know, and then for some of us, we have some nice things on these cups. We got defects of character, shortcoming, prayer, amends, personal inventory, moral inventory, admitting, surrendering, power greater than self. You know, and most of all, living in my truth. You follow? Because this is my truth. And this is what keep my truth the truth. You follow? So it's something nice to have. You know, I just didn't do them just to make a cup. I wanted it to be some of the tools on it. And these are just the first t-shirts. And you know, y'all know I'm going to get busy with these shirts. Believe me, I am. You know. But thank you. Again, I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Wednesday come just like this. Stay alive, stay aware. You know, stay in prayer, you know, during this holiday time. You know, always remember, for all you addicts and alcoholics, that even when disease send a deep gut punch to you, no means no by any means necessary. So stay aware, you know, to stay alive. All right, so I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I definitely enjoyed myself. I'm hyped. I got to come down a little bit, you know, I'm out of breath, but I can still go on if we had to, you know. So, guys, I love everybody. Thank you. Show me some hearts, and then I'm going to cut this thing off, you know. So, let me see the hearts, and let me know that you got something out of tonight. Because I don't like to go off not knowing somebody didn't get something. And like I said, if it's one person, my job is well done. Believe me, it's well done. You know? So, thank you. Mary, I need you to call me right after this, please. I just saw your name on here. Okay? All right, y'all. I thank you, and I'll see you next Wednesday.